You've been there, right? Standing in the pharmacy aisle, feeling absolutely awful with the flu. You're just surrounded by all these boxes, and every single one is promising relief. But what are they actually selling you? Well, today we're going to find out. We are going to deconstruct one of the most famous remedies out there, Vicks DayQuil NyQuil Intense Flu, and we're going to use its own product description as our guide. So, this is the big question for our whole explainer. When you feel your absolute worst, you just want to grab a box that says it'll make you feel better. But what is that promise really made of? We're going to peel back the layers of marketing language. We'll decode the science and really figure out what's inside that promise of relief. Okay, so the very first step in selling you any kind of solution is to make you really feel the problem. And let's be honest, when it comes to the flu, that's not exactly a hard thing to do. The marketing here has to tap into that shared, universal feeling of misery right from the get-go. And there you have it. Just look at the language. It's not for a little sniffle. No, this is for your worst symptoms. This is for that I can't get out of bed. Every single bone in my body aches kind of sick. By using that one word worst, they're not just selling medicine. They're selling you validation. They're saying, we get it. You're at your most miserable, and we're here for that. So once they've connected with just how awful you feel, they introduce their grand plan, a 24-hour strategy. It's designed to help you manage your life, even when you feel like you just can't. And this is the heart of it, right here. The whole strategy is built on recognizing that what you need when you're sick during the day is totally different from what you need at night. During the day, the promise is all about function, power through. But at night, it shifts completely to recovery, get the rest you deserve. It sounds simple, but it's actually a really powerful way to frame their solution. All right, let's dig into that daytime promise first. This part is all about getting you back on your feet, not letting the flu totally derail your life. It's a direct appeal to that need we all have to keep things running, no matter how we feel. This line, man, it's like a punch to the gut of reality, because it's so true, isn't it? The world doesn't just hit pause because you've got a fever. So DayQuil isn't just selling you symptom relief here, it's selling you the ability to still be a parent, to be an employee, to be a person who can still show up in the world. But what about when the day is finally over? Well, the promise shifts from doing things to recovering. And to really get how they deliver on that promise of rest, we've got to look under the hood and see what's actually different in these two formulas. Okay, and this is where it gets really, really interesting. When you lay it all out like this, you see that DayQuil and NyQuil are, well, they're almost identical. They have the same pain reliever and the same cough suppressant in the exact same amounts. The entire difference between powering through your day and getting the rest you deserve comes down to one single ingredient that's only in the NyQuil. Let's break this down. First up, you've got acetaminophen. This is the workhorse, the heavy lifter. It's the thing that's going to tackle those brutal body aches, that fever that makes you shiver, and the headache that just will not quit. This is the foundation of relief in both the day and night formulas. Next, Dextromethorphan. A constant hacking cough is more than just annoying. It's completely exhausting. It drains your energy during the day and it keeps you up at night. That's why this ingredient is in both formulas. It's there to give you a much-needed break from that constant irritation. And here it is, the secret sauce, Doxylamine succinate. Now, the source calls it an antihistamine, which means it helps with a runny nose and sneezing. But here's the kicker. It has a very, very well-known side effect. It makes you drowsy. And in this case, that's not a bug, it's a feature. This is the one ingredient that delivers on NyQuil's very specific promise to help you get the rest you deserve. So you see, the core of the product is really built on these three ingredients. But the story they're telling you on the box, it's much, much bigger than that. They surround these scientific bits with a whole ecosystem of promises to build your trust and, ultimately, make the sale. Just think of these as layers of reassurance. They're telling you exactly how long it'll last, how fast it's going to work, that it won't taste awful, that millions of other people trust it, and exactly who it's made for. Each little bullet point is designed to answer a doubt you might have before you even have a chance to ask it. And then they drop this, the ultimate trust signal, history. By putting the year 1894 on there, they're not just selling you a product, they're selling you a legacy. The unspoken message is basically, hey, we've been doing this for over a century. You can definitely trust us. So when you actually buy a box of Vicks, you're not just buying a collection of chemicals. You're buying into a carefully crafted story. It's a whole narrative that blends science with these really powerful emotional promises of getting through your day, getting rest at night, and above all, trust. It's the complete package, designed to be the easy, obvious choice when you feel your absolute worst.
Which, of course, brings us all the way back to our original question. The next time you're standing in that pharmacy aisle, what are you going to be thinking about? The big promise of relief on the front of the box, or the handful of active ingredients listed on the back? The answer to that probably says a lot about how we all make decisions when we're at our most vulnerable. Definitely something to think about.